So moving on to the Azure Marketplace. So those are not aware of the Marketplace is a central area where you can essentially offer technology solutions, not only from a selling perspective, but also you can obviously, as a buyer, purchase pre-packaged technology solutions. So in terms of the ISV opportunity, you can expand your reach. You can reach billions of Microsoft Cloud customers within that marketplace. You can gain exposure online. So there's over 3 million unique impressions a month already within Marketplace. And also it helps you to sell geographically. So currently you might be only selling that application within the European region, for example. It enables you to sell over to 140 geographies. And then the other key thing is you can speak with tens of thousands of global reseller partners who are already on there. And this is where this factors in for those that aren't necessarily just ISVs on the call, is that you can access third-party technology that's deployed automatically into your environment without having to either do anything yourself or purchase specialist resource to help you incorporate that technology into your environment. It's already there, and we'll cover that in a little bit more detail in the next slide. You can also add your product to the Microsoft price list, which is a key factor there, is that anybody around the world that looks at the Microsoft pricing lists as part of their Azure consumption will discover your product in there. And essentially it does all of your e-commerce for you. So you can simplify your customer purchasing and billing. So if a customer approaches you and says, look, I really like your application, I've got an Azure environment, I want to be able to deploy it in Azure, they can automatically do that, and all the billing is set up automatically for you to take those payments. And then obviously the key thing here is accelerating your business, using it as a platform to grow. So you essentially, again, you can start to engage with Microsoft's wider ecosystem in terms of their sales teams. If their sales teams are aware of your application and can use it as a driver for greater Azure adoption, then they're happy to promote you from a joint selling and lead generation perspective. And also they're happy to then give you some resources to shorten those customer deployment cycles. And then again, as this is a flagship element of the Azure experience, Microsoft are offering go-to-market benefits and rewards for those people that do sell applications within the marketplace itself. So how does that basically look? Well, you have a section of publishers and buyers. So there's benefits on either side. Obviously, we've covered some of the benefits to the end publisher, that you're able to offer your application on a IaaS, PaaS or SaaS basis, all packaged up service with billing and everything else already set up for you. But the beauty for buyers is that, again, you have that packaged up solution. So you're able to, even if your application at the moment is made up of various components, you're able to purchase those packaged up solutions into your Azure environment, but then not having to spend expensive resources on development or actually deploying those resources yourself. They're already there packaged up for you. So there's a big catalog of various components that you're able to basically choose which pieces you want and build the picture that you want to obviously provide that experience for your end customers and your end users. So it's a really great area to be able to streamline your development of applications and how you actually use and what's the word? Develop the components of that particular application itself. And then in terms of solution types, again, this is more, well, I guess it's both scenarios, to be completely honest with you. You've got the ability to package that application in terms of on virtual machines, so your IaaS basis within Azure apps, so moving towards more ARM templating and infrastructure as code. Being able to offer managed services as well, so managed Azure apps, whether you do it on containers, whether you do it on IoT edge modules, whether you offer it as a SaaS application or a consulting service, you've got the ability to do that. And again, the beauty is that application is deployed directly into the customer's Azure subscription. So again, it gets rid of all of that that cost and that time and all those factors with regards to deployment. It removes all of those, and whether you're consuming it, which is what the word I was trying to find previously, whether you're consuming or whether you're selling, the marketplace is a huge benefit to you there, because everything is pre-configured, pre-packaged, and you can consume straight away without minimal cost. And then finally, from the marketplace and selling with Azure, it basically gives you credibility. Obviously, Microsoft is a household name, as we've already said, and you can basically use and leverage that as part of your application offering. From security perspective, obviously, it's, as we've said, Microsoft invests a huge amount into security. It gives you that knowledge and that reassurance that reliability and availability is going to be there for your application. Performance, it's a tick in the box and a badge for your performance, and scalability is automated. Gives you a wider resource breadth. So if your application's within Azure, then the ability to leverage various resources, whether that's the partner network, whether that's Microsoft directly themselves, is obviously available to you. And then obviously you can get credentials from a partner perspective on how you operate and use those as a way of gaining customer trust. So you've got credentials around particular technologies. Obviously, you can show how much credentials you have on particular technology types, whether that's the ISV programs, whether that's particular certifications. But again, the benefit there is that you can say to your end customer, you are working with a credible organization that has these credentials with regards to technology, and is here to obviously maintain the best performance possible as part of your experience with us.